Hey, how
Kind
you
of
guys
weird.
doing? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
my friend. What's
Vincent,
up,
you
brother?
got a great name. It's my middle name.
Why, thank you.
What's about you, man? Is it always about Mike over here?
Vincent and I are talking.
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's about you, Vincent, not Mike. Mike, go ahead.
So this is kind of
Complimenting our
referencing this is kind of referencing the class that we just had with DUI checkpoint. During a checkpoint, are all passengers required to provide identification when requested? And this is also out of New York.
I love it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
So there is no, and the reason why, and New York is obviously going to be a state where, they have a lot of intrusions. I mean, they do, they lean on law enforcement. There's a lot of things. I caution that, but there's certain stuff, but absolutely not. Constitutionally, this is prohibited because the passengers are not part of the DUI checkpoint. There is no legal issue there. They're not driving the vehicle. We also know from several cases around the country where cops have demanded ID from a passenger with no other reason than, hey, I just want to ID you because you're part of my stop. And the courts have said no, and many courts have said no qualified immunity. An example of that is a case called Landeros out of the Ninth Circuit. Yeah, it's a Ninth Circuit case. You are in the Second Circuit. So it's persuasive, not binding, but I can assure you there's no way at all that flies. No way.
Can I change the facts?
Please.
What if we got open container laws and this is me in your passenger seat?
Yeah. Game on, right? Especially if you've been smoking and drinking at the same time. You're probably gonna go to federal prison in New York.
Apparently, especially if you're under 21.
So Vincent, does that answer the question? I mean, basically, it's a great question, but we cannot compel ID from those passengers. Now, Vincent, if you want to ask those people for their ID, what do you think about that? Yeah, fine, right? Hey, during the DUI checkpoint, hey driver, can I see your license? I think we can compel that. I do agree with that. And also, passengers, can I see your ID? And they hand it over. I think that's fine. What do you think, Vincent?
A lot of states compel that driver possession and surrender on demand statute.
As long as the stop is lawful.
Yes. Yeah.
That answers my question perfectly. Yeah, and how you mostly said as a suggestion, hey, you guys mind showing me your ID? It works nicely.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, can I just ask you before you leave, my friend? Are you?
No problem.
Do you have a situation where you've actually seen where cops are demanding ID?
Not at this time. I'm only 2 years on the job so far, but it's doing a lot of training and a lot more traffic stops. So just in case we do a checkpoint such as this, I'd rather have this kind of information.
All right. So just so you know, too, I had I was familiar with a case where a cop stopped a van, and there was some, gang affiliation basically of a passenger, which is not reasonable suspicion of crime because it's not illegal to be part of a gang. It's illegal to be a criminal and to do things. So, and then that's an enhancement, right? But the reason I bring that case up is because the officer told this person, a passenger, right, hand them up, or to hand it up. But there's more people in the car. Hand them up, and he was referring to the passengers. And he basically, what's that mean? Like your ID, right? And the guy handed over his ID, and he was not wanted. He was not, a fugitive and so forth. And the cop let him go. He turned around and found a lawyer. He sued, and he got approximately $300,000 from that agency.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because the court found it was blatantly unlawful to demand an ID from a passenger and no qualified immunity because it's clearly established. So anyway, just remind your partners out there that asking a passenger's ID is fine. Demanding is another thing. If the passenger says no, what should you do? Move on. Man, you've been great, Vincent. I really appreciate you coming
What part of New York?
I'm over in I cover multiple counties. I'm with the MTA police. So we cover like 5 counties so far. But I'm a little bit upstate.
Nice, man. Well, good.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you, my friend.